Hello and welcome to another video. My name is Peter and today I want to talk about passing on your wisdom to the younger generation. Passing on your wisdom to the younger generation. But first I'd like to give you a proper greeting. Nangasamida, Om Shanti, peace to you, peace to me. And thank you to all these subscribers who keep subscribing to this channel. I really do appreciate you and what you're doing. So thank you very much. So pass on your wisdom to the younger generation. Pass it on, keep passing it on. So what do I mean by that? Do I mean the schooling system? How do you teach wisdom? Well, when I was growing up, actually my earlier schools were quite good. We did woodworking and home economics, so learning how to cook and learning how to build things, which was kind of good, and it helps you with practical life where you could fix things. Not sure if that's the case today, but passing on your wisdom. So I'll give you 3 examples of what I've done, which is passing on wisdom that I've seen. So I was over at my sister-in-law's house one Christmas, and I'm sitting there with one of the nephews, and I was looking at the room, and I said to him, "Look at that DVD down there." He says, "Oh yeah." So just imagine if there was an electromagnetic pulse and all of these electricity was broken, it didn't work anymore, and we had to remake all of this. Would you know how to put that back together and fix it, and so that it would be working again? He looked at it long and hard and realised, he couldn't. He says, "No, I couldn't do that." I said, "Do you think that's something worth thinking about? Is that actually how to solve problems at that deeper level?" He said, yeah, maybe it is. So that went on, and he progressed into going to university and learned as an engineer, which is phenomenal because you learn how to put things together, you create things, and it's very creative. If that is your mindset, that's how you get forward. That's passing on wisdom, because you're seeing something, you're realizing that there could be a vision of the future where you need to solve problems and you don't have the tools. So learning the tools how to solve those problems is wisdom. It's a wise way of looking at things, and having your vision, also visionary. Another time I went into a school and asked to do a lecture, not really a lecture, it was more examples of meditation and breathing techniques to a whole school. It was an academy, and it was 2 sets of 60 children ranging from the age of about 7 or 8 to about 12 or 13 it was. But 60 of them all sitting in front of me. They all came in all fidgeting and doing what children do, playing and messing about, prodding each other. I thought, how am I going to do this? So I just stood there for a second, took a deep breath in, opened up my 7th chakra, let the energy flow through me, and did this 45-minute session that I'd all planned out perfectly. And by the end of the session, the headmaster walked into the session and saw all 60 children sitting there in a very, very deep meditation, focusing on themselves, very self-aware. And she went, where have my children gone? And that happened twice. That happened twice in the 2 sessions that I did, one after the other. So I was just not only imparting the wisdom that I'd had, but bringing in the higher energies and passing it on to these children. And they're sitting there, where they're usually fidgeting and overstimulated, overexcited because there's a new person in the school. No, they were sitting there meditating beautifully. And to me, that really showed me how important it is to pass your wisdom on to the younger generations, not what you feel is what they need to know, but just your wisdom, so that they can work it out for themselves. It's a really, really important lesson for all of us, is to pass on the wisdom that we have, and we've all got it inside of us, all of us. Every single one of us has got this wisdom inside of us. So it's passing on that wisdom. So from my nephew to the school, and where else have I done that? Passing it on to the younger generation. Well, it's when some like children are playing and you just say, don't go too near that pond because you'll fall in. And then I was like, well, why is that? So, well, when I fell into a pond like that, I didn't like it at all. I had wet clothes all day and I had nowhere to clean up. And if you do that, you'll feel the same thing. So I'm not trying to limit you. I'm just saying don't do that, because once you do that and you fall into that pond, there's no way of changing your clothes until you get back home. Very simple, and you're explaining why they shouldn't go near the pond, and you're giving them wisdom to say, well, yeah, if I got wet I wouldn't like that at all. So basically you're sharing wisdom with them to stop them from doing something stupid. There's that sharing, and there's the authoritarian sharing. Don't do that because I say so. Don't do that because I say so. That's not passing on wisdom. I had an example of that. I had a family member come and stay with us, and she very bright, very intelligent, open to a lot of things, not everything, but open to a lot of things. And she said she wouldn't take any risks because she doesn't know the outcome. She's been so conditioned to say, well, you can't do this because I'm not sure what's going to happen when it goes down the road there. Whoa, is that really hemming in your life? And that's not wise, because wisdom will show you that you need to go and test the boundaries of your existence to experience it. Otherwise you're not experiencing your existence. You've got to experience this. And wisdom is really giving advice. And I said, don't be so ridiculous. You need to push your boundaries. Push your boundaries. If it goes wrong, learn. That's where the wisdom comes in. To say, don't worry about your mistakes. You just learn from them. That's the wisdom. Learn from your mistakes. Make your mistakes a learning ground. And I made plenty of mistakes. No, loads. I could go on a video about all the mistakes I've made. But I've learned from them now. I'm learning from them even more. And that's what I said to her, was passing on the wisdom was, I did this, I made a mistake there, so I moved to there. Made a mistake there, so I moved to here, and then I ended up here. And this was a brilliant place to be, and I had so much fun. And that was really my journey as a musician, making all those mistakes and ending up in the right place. I'm doing that now with an online course. I found a mentor to help me start up an online business, and I'm doing that now because I've got other things going which are sustaining me, but I want to start to push this out to a bigger audience now and share what I have to share with a bigger audience, and that I need help with, because I need wise words. Because I could go around, I could do the same thing as I did as a musician, go and make mistake, but to have someone come in and help me to speed up the process is a good thing, and that's bringing down wisdom, and you pay for that. I'm paying for that, and that's what we need to do, is to pass down our wisdom to the next generation. Otherwise we're going to get more of the same. Well, actually not going to be more of the same, it's going to be worse of the same. It's going to be far worse, because it seems to be eating itself, much like everything has done in human society. It starts to eat itself. It's like that song, Pop Will, or the band, I think it was, Pop Will Eat Itself. Our system is starting to eat itself. We're coming to the end of cycles. We're coming to the end of a big financial cycle, the end of a big climate cycle, and a big astrology cycle. 3 enormous changes all happening at once, which is why the world's going crazy. Which is why it's more important now than ever to pass your wisdom down to the children, so that they can navigate through this crazy world that we're living in much more efficiently and easily, because that's for them to do. They need that experience. I've had my experience. I've got another 60 odd years to go. And I want to share my wisdom with people and grow more wisdom, get more wisdom coming into me, and higher energies coming into me, so that I can share more with other people. You can do this. We can all do this. And we do this for our next generation coming through, which are going to experience a golden age in about 70 years time. You watch as all these systems start to fail and crumble. There will be a new golden age coming through for humanity for a time, because people are more conscious now, and that's a great thing. And that's because more wisdom is being passed down, passed on, passed through. So get involved with that. It's good fun, and explore your own wisdom. See where you are wise. Qigong will help. So if you join these free Qigong classes I've got on this channel here, you'll enjoy them, I'm sure. And thank you for watching anyway. Thank you for subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video. Sarang Hamid.